1, 2, wee bit of that. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Thanks for joining me, first of all. Now, we saw you last night at the Fly. I'll ask you a little bit about that in a second. But first of all, your press release calls you the bad boys of rock. Is that true or not?
I don't know when they get called that for no reason, you know.
Can't remember.
Honestly, I can't remember how that came about. That's the sun for you, you know.
Now, explain to a little Australian where you're from in the world, because I know it's Glasgow.
Glasgow, Scotland, yes, but it's cold. It's not like anywhere about like Australia, unfortunately. It's freezing.
Explain to me, if I was to come down to Glasgow and I was going to experience a night in the life of Wide Desire, where would you take me and what would we do?
Socky Hall Street, it'd probably be. That's
what's that?
You've got these wee cheap bars and that. That's, well, you get cheap drink for £1 and that, so that's where we'd probably take you.
Excellent.
A nice classy place.
A nice classy place instead of a restaurant, you know. As long as there's beer and there's a fight at the end of the night, aye.
Yeah, I'm Aussie, that suits me fine. Now, you played at the Fly last night, and it was quite a media crowd, and I know that you were trying to get people to come forward, and typical media crowd type thing, they won't budge. And I was there as well. I'm on teeth detox, so I usually would be quite tanked up at that stage, so even I was holding back a bit. But the sound-wise, music-wise, great gig, I thought.
I thought it was pretty good, man. The crowd reaction was good. The same with the media and that, they're quite reserved, but we managed to get like a reaction out of them, and most of them like started like clapping their hands, and they were really into it. And even after the show, we got a lot of them coming up to us saying, "Oh, we really enjoyed ourselves, and it was a great gig." But you know, it was really, really enjoyable.
I was really impressed by the kind of professionalism of you guys, because I know you're quite young.
Cheers.
But as a front man, you just didn't give a shit. You were right into it the whole time. It's same with the rest of you guys.
It's all
it was fantastic, and I know a bit of guitar work out in the crowd as well, which is always a nice touch. Now, Barely Illegal, it's a great tune, and you guys have that real hard rock kind of formula down to a T. I think that catchy kind of hard rock formula. What's a typical jam session with you guys like?
Well, we're in the studios basically.
Well, we got thrown out of our studio about.
Oh well, that's a long story. I'll let him tell that story.
We were on tour when Nazareth came back, and the ceiling of our studio had like collapsed. I don't know if it was from too much noise or whatever.
Too much rock, right?
And then they threw us out for some reason. I think it was because we were going to complain that we hit the ceiling. And then we managed to somehow sneak back in under a different name. So we're back.
Under a different name? What was the other name? Can you remember?
I don't.
Just put someone I can't remember. We didn't
Jimmy Bunyan or something like that. Some weird name, you know.
So we're there until we just rehearsed there really until the ceiling falls down again.
It's quite. It's not the most. It's not the best place, you know, but it's still. It does. It's where we can jam and that as well. If anybody knows about the East End of Glasgow, you'll sure been a bit. It's brilliant. It's a great place. Really friendly.
What's your favourite sin?
Favourite sin? Oh, that's the song. That's the name of our song.
I know.
That's the first song.
See what I did there?
Yeah. Basically, well, favourite sin. It's a good tune. That's all I can say about that. Adultery. Yeah, it's about a hero. It's like a play on sort of words as well of a favourite film collection. Well, not film collection. We'll leave that there.
Okay.
We'll leave it there because I'm going to start rambling on about a little bit.
There.
Yeah.
Have you spent loads of time in bedrooms just practicing like hell, or did you start really, really young?
Like, well, I've always sang like from a small age. I've never had lessons or anything like that, but I've always like wanted to play in a rock band. When I met these guys, it was just like everything clicked, and like there was this chemistry, you know, just like as soon as we played.
Self-taught as well.
Everybody's self-taught.
So yeah, we have to have a lot in the bedrooms.
Aye, well, you could say that.
And when you all met, did you all have the long hair, or is it?
We did. We've always had the long hair ever since birth as well. I came out with my ponytail, Steven Seagal style.
Beautiful. It looks like it's been a long time cultivating. Do you think there's a need for more hard rock bands out there, more decent hardcore bands out there.
We need like to shake up the scene, because it's all this indie crap that's been played, shoegaze and rubbish, you know. And we need a lot more hard rock and roll bands with balls out there.
I agree.
And like, there's none of that now, apart from us, obviously.
I agree.
You know,
well,
and there's some other good bands as well.
It was only a couple of weeks ago after Reading Fest actually, and it was James Hetfield from Metallica was saying that, you know, no one's really risen up and knocked them off their kind of pedestal up there, and he was saying, you know, it's time for some new younger bands to come out and completely smash the indie bands out of the water.
Yeah, there is some bands as well, like, well, the band we're playing with tonight, Heaven's Basement as well, like, there's a lot of the same bands, like, kind of like us as well. And the scene is just waiting to, I think it's just waiting to burst, you know, and like, I think rock and roll is just going to like take over from all this, well, I hope, man, from all this indie crap that's going about.
I think people want to hear it.
Riles me up.
People definitely want to hear it.
Yeah.
Although, speaking of
better
indie,
music as well.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it's where all the good stuff stems from. That's what I grew up on, and I think it's definitely time. Speaking of indie, there was some very tight jeans going on there last night. How the hell? No, you didn't, but how the hell do you guys fit into them? Because I was impressed.
Normally a shoehorn, we normally carry a wee shoehorn with us. Like Eddie's skinny, so he's like with the shoehorn just fitting into these jeans. Normally your man, he's just, as you can see, he's into his shoes, prepared for the British weather.
Absolutely.
You know.
Move to Australia.
We should move to Australia. I think you'd start wearing trousers, but if you went over there.
Do you know what I was going to say to you actually? Your style of music, I think, would definitely be welcomed by the Australians, because I know Australians are really fans of the hard rock.
One of our favourite bands now, AC/DC.
I can hear a bit of AC/DC there. What do you think of their new tune?
Oh, it's banging, man.
It is, isn't it?
Rock and roll train, it's great, man.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see them, man. A cheeky support maybe as well, man.
Gee, that'd be nice.
Oh, it'd be awesome,
That'd
man.
be a
That'd be a dream come true, man. That'd be so good.
Alright, well they'll probably, you know, they'll watch
hopefully
these,
he's watching this, lads. Know what I mean? He's a wee dial, wee bevy, you know.
Now, do rockers really get more girls?
I don't know, some of us get more boys, you know. It's a joke, by the way.
We'll move straight on.
Okay, aye, there's a lot of scalping going there. You'll know if you're for the East End of Glasgow, that word, scalping. There's a lot of, I don't know, I better stop there.
I reckon if you guys go tour in Australia with that accent and the look, I think you'll be doing alright.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Can I get your number after this though?
Absolutely.
Cheers.
What's your first musical memory?
AC/DC, Razor's Edge.
I'd probably say, I don't know, Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon album. It's brought up with that, you know. I love all that sort of stuff. That's probably my first musical memory. Getting up in the karaoke with a golden waistcoat, singing Mammy by Al Jolson. Believe it or not, believe it or not.
I want to see that one on YouTube. I bet it's out there. Now, this is interesting. You've got a wet t-shirt competition coming up in October. Now, is this what I think it is?
That's where Rock Radio. There's a wet Y-front competition as well.
Oh, is it?
I won't be going in for that. No. I don't think so.
Send the other
no,
guys
with these robes, no.
Yeah, send the other guys, represent the band. Now, this is a question I want to ask you, because on the weekend it was a International London Tattoo Convention.
Oh, cool.
Do you guys have tattoos? I imagine this.
I don't know.
Any of that? No?
I've got one.
No, you've got one.
Can you show me? Or
expose yourself.
We're doing a feature of that tattoo.
Oh,
awesome. I read a quote the other day. I don't know, maybe you can answer this for me. Until you make love to a tattooed person, you never really appreciate the true beauty of a tattoo. Is that true?
I'd agree with that.
I wouldn't know about that. Wouldn't know.
You're playing.
I draw my own tattoos on just to fit in. You know, I've got one there with a big pen. I just colour it in. You know.
And last of all, what's the most memorable gig you've ever been to as an audience member? It doesn't have to be the best, just the most memorable.
Try to think.
Well, probably Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses was pretty good, man.
We met you at Guns N' Roses.
I met the lads and that as well, and I just started staying with him after that. You know, I was like, that's how we started the band. That was a really good gig. It was really good. It was awesome. And how we met as well. So there you go.
Thank you so much, guys.
No problem.
It's a pleasure speaking to you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you.
Show?
I have to go see Stevie Wonder tonight.
Oh well.
I know.
For once in my life,
I want to stay here.
I won't let sorrow.